Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Miss May. On my channel I do a variety of lifestyle videos and personal finance videos. So if this is the first time in my channel, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell, and let's get into today's video. If you're a subscriber, you will know that recently I did my hair. I like short hair just because, it feels lighter and I can do this. But yeah, 2020 has passed. We are now in 2021. I'm so excited. New year, new hair, new me, and new financial habits. I think the year of 2020 has been a transition year for me because in 2019, I graduated, got my Ph.D. degree, and 2020 was the first year that I worked full time. And starting 2021, I want to focus more on personal finance, investment, so I can build my wealth and financial freedoms. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about things that I think that are important for me to invest in 2021. I hope this video can be helpful to you as well. Alrighty, let's get into today's video. First thing that I'm for sure gonna invest in is Roth IRA. I didn't know about this until pretty late in my life. I wish I knew about Roth IRA when I was in my 20s. And of course, I'm an immigrant, the things and the policies and retirements in two different countries are different. But I definitely wish that I could invest a little bit earlier. So Roth IRA is basically a retirement investment account, and it's a tax advanced account, which means that you pay tax right now, and in the future, after you're 60 years old, you can start drawing money from your account without paying taxes. And I think it's a pretty good deal because as we grow older, we tend to make more money, right? So it's easier to pay tax right now than in the future. And also tax rate is always going up, and the amount of money in our investment account will grow because of the compound interest. So overall, I do think Roth IRA is a very, very good retirement account. I do have a pension that comes with my work, but I just don't want to rely on anything that's like part of someone else's system. I want to achieve personal finance freedom. I don't want to rely on the one particular system that I have to work there for so many years. I don't want to rely on someone else's system because I did some research over the pension that I have. Over the years, they are changing the rules and the policies with the retirement age and the pensions and things like that. So I don't know in the future what's going to happen. And overall, I don't want to wait until the required or approved age to be able to retire. The reason for that is being that a lot of my family members start to have cancer at the age of 50 and 60. So if anything happens, I want to be able to enjoy life before that. I don't want to retire and just go through the chemo. And it's definitely not something that I would love to enjoy. So I want to potentially retire earlier than the approved age for my pension, which means that I need to build my own investment account, my own retirement account, my own retirement savings so that I can achieve that in the future. Maybe I can retire 10 years before the retirement age. We have several people retire from my office this year, and I talked to every one of them individually, and they all said that eventually you're just gonna work for free because you're not gonna live 30 years after the required age for the pension. Hence, you're not gonna get the full benefits, even if you get the full benefits. And we also have people who passed away in the office from heart attack and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but at the same time, I want to be prepared. I want to have my own retirement. So invest in Roth IRA is definitely very important. And there is a maximum amount of money that you can put in a Roth IRA, which is $6,000 per year. So I'm always going to be maximizing the $6,000 every single year, putting them into my Roth IRA. So the first thing that I'm for sure going to prioritize in my next year investment is Roth IRA. Second investment that I'm for sure going to do in the next year of 2021 is fitness gears, gym, and home workout equipment. The reason for that is being that in the year of 2020, when we were working from home, I actually became very fit because I do lunch break workout. I used to do only 40-minute of lunch break workout because I have to drive 10 minutes from my work to the gym, 10 minutes back. So I only have 40 minutes to do workout during the lunchtime. But during the quarantine, I actually had more time during the lunch and after work and before work because I didn't have to commute. But starting from Labor Day, I went back to the office and I started to not have enough time to work out every day. But recently, there have been a lot of wake-up calls for me to take care of my health. And one of them is being to stay active. This year has been very emotional for us at work because a lot of people retire, and these are the people they work with for the past like 20 to 30 years. And a lot of people cried and they miss them so much. And one of the things that I learned was that because there were several people actually passed away at the job, it was a wake-up call for a lot of retirees this year that they wanted to spend time with their grandchildren. They don't want to have a heart attack in the age of 60, and a lot of times we're overworking ourselves. And part of the solution is, of course, to sleep more, to take care of our diet, but also to work out. I learned from several doctors that apart from smoking, one of the worst things that you could do for your health is to stay sedentary, is to sit in front of a computer the whole day. It's terrible for your health. So a solution is to take a walk every single hour, at least for 5 minutes, and also to do different types of workout, including cardio and resistance training, so that we're keeping our muscles strong, we're keeping our bone health, we're also keeping our cardiovascular health. My mom also was diagnosed with cancer this year, and because we have a family condition, like it's genetic, there are some problems with her chemos with white blood cells, and I have a very, very low white blood cells and platelets count myself as well. So in the future, just in case I get unlucky and get this genetic breast cancer, I may have to go to chemo myself. One of the things that I noticed is that when I was younger, my white blood cell was 2.9. The health range was 4 to 10. So it was 2.9, 2.8, and then slowly it became 3.2, 3.4. And one of the things that I did differently in my life was to exercise. So I used to not exercise, but then ever since I was in 4th grade, I started to ride my bike for 40 minutes every day to school and 40 minutes back. So basically every day I rode my bike for over an hour to school, right? And what we noticed was that I stopped being sick all the time, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, oh wow, your white blood cell is increasing, your immune system is getting better, what did you do? I was like, oh doctor, I started riding bikes to school. And the doctor was like, you should keep doing that. So I always remember that experience, and I remember how exercise has been serving me to my health, to my mental health in my life. So in the year of 2021, I want to prioritize the exercise, the fitness, and health and wellness. And part of it is to exercise every single day. So I'm going to invest in gym membership and also some home workout gears as well. Third investment that's very, very important for me in the year 2021 is to hire professionals. Actually, we've been doing it, but I just want to put it out there. I felt like hire professionals to do accounting, hire professionals to look at the real estate, and all these things, investment, are very beneficial to me. So in the year 2021, I also want to continue doing that. I know it costs a lot to hire a lawyer, to hire a CPA, to hire a real estate agent. Overall, in the year 2020, during the very bad stock market, like all of the stock market was going down, our portfolio didn't go down as much. Part of it is because we hired a finance professional who helped us to manage our investment portfolio. And also during the year of 2019 and 2020, I also consulted with several lawyers. And I felt like a lot of times it's important to consult with a lawyer to see what are the legal actions, the legal steps, and things that you should follow to prevent any mistakes. One big example would be like immigration, right? Always consult a lawyer to make sure that you obey the rules. And I think these are the things that you can't afford making mistakes. You can't afford making mistakes in your taxes. You can't afford making mistakes in the legal matters. So definitely it's important to invest money up front and making sure that we're preventing any future mistakes that we cannot afford. So definitely I think it's very important to make investment in consulting different professionals, either with legal matters, CPA, taxes, real estate agent buying a house, and financial advisors and things like that. So I definitely see a lot of benefits of that. And in the year 2021, I also think it's important for us to continue that as well. The number 4 thing that's worth investment in Wait for it. Sunscreen. I know this item is totally irrelevant to a lot of the other items in the list, but sunscreen is so important. And as far as I know, a lot of the guys that I know, they don't apply sunscreen. I know for girls, putting sunscreen is very, very important for anti-aging, right? You don't want the UV lights to damage your skin. And part of it is you don't want the wrinkles, you don't want the hyperpigmentations and things like that. But a lot of guys, they don't care. But the real importance of sunscreen is to prevent skin cancer. And this is one of the cancers you can actually actively prepare yourself to prevent it. My grandpa had cancer, my mom is having cancer, and I definitely don't want cancer. And one of the things I definitely don't want a cancer on is my skin. And a lot of times when I talk to my friends, especially during summer, one of my best friends actually, if you're watching this, you know I'm talking about you. I always tell you to apply sunscreen because a lot of times as a PhD student, we just stay at home and our skin get really, really pale. As you can tell, it's winter and my skin got a little bit more and more pale because of the season. But I still actively apply sunscreen every single day because I don't want skin cancer. So know that we all want that bronze glow. We all want that like super healthy color on our skin. But even if you apply sunscreen, you will still get a tan. So it's not like something that you apply and you will not get tan at all. It's really something you apply so that you can prevent skin cancer and skin damage. So one of the wake-up calls that I got was that actually someone at work had skin cancer, and she had skin cancer over here, and she said when she was younger, she used to apply those suntan oil, go to the beach and get a tan. And over the years, she got skin cancer. A lot of times I heard people to say that, well, if you got tan once, it's not that big deal. And other people also said that statistically, skin cancer usually happens to younger population, like children or teenagers, prone to those damages in UV lights. But the person that I know who got skin cancer actually got it later in her life. So if you're a marathon runner, if you like hiking, if you like going bike riding like me, make sure you put sunscreen. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl, sunscreen is so important. It's definitely not fun to go through chemo. Even if you found cancer at an early age, it's not worth it to do the surgery and go through the chemos. So sunscreen it is. Make sure you put sunscreen as long as you go out during the sun or stay indoor where there's a window over here. The UV lights can actually penetrate the window and get to your face. So when you're driving, when you're sitting in front of the window, make sure you put on sunscreen. The next thing that's worth investing is in personal development. It's so important to keep on learning, to keep transforming ourselves, to make sure that we're constantly learning, because when you're not progressing, you're being backwashed from the society and the competition, including improving my editing skills and also try to learn different softwares and pictures and photoshopping. I definitely see the benefits of learning different skills and expand our skill set. Before I was working on my presentation skills, but hey, pandemic hits, we need to edit video presentations. So definitely these skills help somewhere down the line. So in the year 2021, I aspire to learn at least 1 to 3 new skills or improve the current skills, online courses, and some free YouTube videos, certificates, and things like that as well. So it's definitely worth it in 2021. Next item that's definitely worth investing in 2021, at least for me, is healthy foods. It doesn't mean that you have to buy expensive stuff or necessarily organic stuff from Whole Foods. It just means that you are what you eat. Make sure you eat less processed foods. So this year, I noticed a big difference because during the pandemic, during the quarantine, I actually ate healthier because I was able to work from home, and sometimes during the lunch I was able to cook myself a meal for lunch. I was able to cook myself a meal for dinner, and we had more time to cook and do homemade non-processed food, and I had a lot of energy. My mood was so much better, and here we go, back to the office. I didn't have time to cook anymore because we had to commute after driving and all this traffic and blah. I just didn't want to cook anymore. I started to eat a lot of unhealthy snacks. I started to stress eating, eat a lot of processed bagged food, frozen food of course, as well. And I felt like it has been taking a toll on my physical health and mental health. I definitely think that when I don't eat healthy, I feel horrible for some reason. I don't feel as energized. When I go for running, I don't feel good. So definitely in the year 2021, I need to figure out a way to meal plan and to try to cook more and try to eat more non-processed food as well. So another thing that I learned from this year is that a lot of wake-up calls from the health-related issues such as the contagious disease during this pandemic and also family members' cancer. And it just makes me rethink about my choices, my life choices. Definitely very important to eat healthy. And it's not worth it to go through. I know we have really advanced medical treatments, but it's definitely not worth it to go through anything that my family have been through. Like one of my family had the COVID and the other family had cancer, and it's not worth it to go through that experience. So definitely it's so important to take care of myself, and it's very important for you to take care of yourself as well. The next item on the list is to invest in a side hustle business. I definitely learned a lesson from the year 2020 that don't put all of your eggs in one basket. And I think it happens to a lot of people as well. I was fortunate enough that I was still keeping my main job, and also I had the opportunity to pick up on a research project. So I was hired as a consultant for a national research project by my previous university professor. So I was very, very lucky. But I also want to say that I lost a lot of my side hustles because of the pandemic. There were so many changes going on, and I lost a lot of the side hustle income. So it's kind of, and I know that I'm actually speaking from a place of privilege because I still have other sources of income, but it also makes me start to wonder, like, how many different streams of income we need so that we're not impacted that much by something unfortunate global-wise. So in the year 2021, I definitely want to invest more in some of my side hustles and also my YouTube business. In the year of 2020, my YouTube business was also impacted. Although during the quarantine, a lot of people were watching YouTube, but because a lot of the advertisers are not putting on ads because the businesses were hurt. So the actual revenue of my YouTube channel actually went down. And on top of that, I lost a lot of my side hustle jobs. But in the meantime, I did see a growth on my YouTube. I did see a growth on my Twitch channel. I was able to still keep my current job, and I was able to work on the side for research projects as well. So definitely I am very lucky. But this experience also taught me a lesson to diversify the streams of income. So in the year 2021, I plan to keep working on my current job because this current job provides me health insurance to myself and also my husband. I also plan to invest money back to my YouTube business and Twitch channel and try to improve. I know recently, ever since I'm back to office because of the commute, having to wake up early, I do think a lot of things I wanted to improve for my Twitch channel, YouTube channel didn't happen. So in the year 2021, I want to work smart, not work hard, and try to invest more into the side businesses. If you're Chinese, I also have a Chinese channel. I also have a Learn Chinese channel. So my goal of 2021 is to also grow the other two channels that's aiming to different audiences and try to improve my Twitch channel a little bit. And maybe I'll get lucky to participate in other research projects if my professors they got grants. But if not, what I learned was that the real job security is created by yourself. The real job security is the opportunities you created for yourself. There is always a chance that I get laid off from my work. There is always a chance that my other side business do not go well. There is always a chance that I don't get to participate in more research project or teaching more students on the side. But I also want to create opportunities for myself in this online space. So there are a lot of side hustles you can pick up as well. First of all, you can pick up a camera and start filming YouTube videos yourself, but YouTube is definitely a long-term grind. I didn't monetize my channel for the longest time. It took me a year and 3 months to finally met the monetization threshold and started to monetize my channel. The chances of blowing up are very low, but still you can see the slow growth of the channel. You can also pick up a computer and try to become online assistants on Fiverr. And you can also get a car to deliver pizza, to deliver groceries. Definitely, we used a lot of delivery services during the pandemic. So all of these are great investments to yourself, to your side hustle businesses. But of course, there's always a cost up front, right? You needed a computer, you needed a laptop, you needed a car, you needed a camera. So again, try to think about the pros and cons. Try to think about the gain and the cost and make your own decisions of your side hustle businesses. Alrighty, that's it for today's video. These are the things that to me personally that are very important for me to invest in the year 2021. New year, new hair, new me. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and also comment down below what are you investing in the year 2021, so we can learn from each other, we can inspire each other and aspire each other's ideas as well. Alrighty, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. I really appreciate your support, and subscribe to this channel, ring the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!